coming in from the West Coast.
I am the one. I am the one. Ahead of my time, now let me apologize for how I've sort of traumatized your children when I spit these homicides. Big brother or big sister, I sit upon a vista. I'm too raw for you visits. I'm a monster that calls y'all to fall and fidget. You not even in the option, you midgets. All of your attempts to be greater than me are painful to see. I created your style, you owe your payments to me. Pennies and dimes, nickels and quarters. You can't afford it, you ought to get slaughtered. You sort of...
Hey guys, welcome to the lab. Welcome to another episode of Sundaze with the Clink Room. Today we're joined again by my good friend Alec, aka Big Red. Alec, how you doing?
Doing good, man. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, you were featured on one of our episodes 3 months ago. I'm gonna put a link for people over in his screen right there for you guys. But you were featured pretty recently, episode 99, the Wayne Gretzky episode. The reason for you being back so early, we're going to get towards the end. So read into that as you will, people. But for now, if you want to go check out Alex's previous episode, make sure you guys click the link because we went into an in-depth kind of interview to get to know you, your collector tendencies, favorite artists, all that good stuff. But for now, let's jump right into it. It is a huge week for the Clink Room. So, in terms of dead stock, these hats had their pre-orders fulfilled, and then extra stock landed on their website. There was 8 styles, and this was a little bit of a controversial one in terms of having some changes and stuff like that. Clink did their best to rectify that situation with throwing in an additional pin. But first, we'll cover Inked, Bloodbath, Camp Danger, and Matriarch Brown. Any thoughts on these?
I mean, these are all great picks. These are all ones that I'd actually scooped on pre-orders, so was lucky enough to get them kind of at the cheaper rate. Inked is really clean. I was surprised how well the details came out on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a tattoo person myself. My girl has octopus tattoos, so I got that one for her.
Nice.
Bloodbath. Awesome logo. The original one, there were some iterations there. I think probably around the pools of the blood and stuff like that. But that one came out super clean. It's like fun and scary. Classic Josh. Camp Danger, another awesome one. Real nice thick embroidery. The way the lighting kind of contrasts on that design is really amazing. And anytime you get a green hat, I'm probably going to get it.
Right.
And then Matriarch, there was the brown and the dark gray. I actually preferred this colorway better. Just the little bit of metallic with the kind of copper and the blues. Really was a good combination for that ground.
Yeah. So, you brought up some changes with Bloodbath. I don't remember if it was changed post pre-order closing or if it was changed from crits. But either way, I definitely would have preferred the blood, but without it, it's still an excellent hat. That's the one I actually picked up of the 4 that has landed. I think I have Matriarch Brown in the air right now. Our two countries don't play nice together with the Postal Service right now, but Bloodbath is the one I do have in hand. Camp Danger, such a slick hat.
Yeah.
I would love to see it on a darker crown, just to see kind of how the logo works, although the black might have to be switched for like a dark green, and I don't know if it'll change the way it looks, but so many tricks and cool stuff in there where instead of doing like a super detailed person, he's just got like a nice subtle like silhouette almost, like that's such a smart design choice, where he's not packing in too much detail, but you can still see that like what he went for. So what an awesome.
Yeah, and I think that one, a little bit of white on that glows, I think too.
Oh really? Like the eyes and the claws,
if I remember right.
Yeah,
and a little bit of fire in the middle.
Yeah, that's such a cool design. And then Inked, like you said, turned out real rad. The original one I was a little bit worried about in terms of detail and highlights and stuff like that. But final product, it does look like a really cool piece right there.
Yeah.
Before we got Charged by Milos, Ahuzul, I mispronounced it. I'm sorry. Sierra Gons, Moon Boots, Ink Park, and then the Matriarch, Marlin and CBS Ink. So Matriarch was the one that had that handprint on the mouth, and unfortunately, it did not pass legal. So if people are wondering, typically the legal process for getting a hat submitted, normally it so you build the hat, you get the you get that the logos approved, so it passes through to New Era. So if it's a licensed product like MLB, NBA, whatever, it goes through New Era, legal, and then usually the team and the league. These aren't licensed, so it goes through New Era, legal. Normally they'll check it for things. They'll put like a reverse image search to make sure it's not used by anyone, or if it doesn't infringe on anyone's intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it gets approved, it gets put into the system. Then you can start building hats with it. So you'll get assigned a design number. You can change the colors of things and whatever and whatnot. And then that hat that you build gets sent again to legal to make sure if the colors aren't infringing on anything. It gets another pass through. So that now you've gone through 2 stages. Once it gets approved, you can place the order. At that point, it goes again to another legal process to make sure. So there's a lot of like checks and bounds in terms of when something can get approved, not approved, and rejected. If you've made hats before, you know that it's like a really sensitive kind of kind of like an area. But those are the rules. You know, if you want a New Era hat, you kind of have to play by the rules. Now, when they should have disclosed this, that it had to go through a change, you know, maybe their policy is to wait for it to arrive before showing it rather than telling people during the mock-up stage or during any point at which you don't see the final product. Maybe it helps with, like, you know, getting refunds.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh damn, I didn't know, I don't like that change, and you don't have a final product to look at. You're more opt or more likely to ask for a refund. I'm not sure, but either way, I think they did a good job of trying to do right by the design.
Absolutely.
Given the circumstances. I mean, it is not easy to stab a pin through a hat, but it's still doable. You know, I've seen some people take markers and try to draw hands. Make sure you're using a proper fabric marker, because if you do a Sharpie, that will bleed once it gets wet. But all in all, I still think it's a good design. Now with you, now that and kind of how they came out, I do prefer the brown. I think I prefer the gray at the pre-order stage with the hand, but given the circumstances, I do prefer the brown. What are your thoughts on kind of the situation?
I mean, I like you're saying, you got to play by the rules. If you're getting it done by New Era, you got to play by their rules. I totally understand that. And they're probably such a large corporation where they have that double check of lawyers just to make sure that they're not doing anything that's going to hurt them down the road. You know, I mean, for this one, I guess I wish they understood the story more, because if you understood the meaning of having the hand over the mouth,
right,
it's adding value to the story and to the design. So that's a little upsetting that part didn't go through, when that's kind of half of what made this design different from the other one. But I mean, I haven't tried to pin the hand over the mouth yet. That'd be an interesting way. I think it was Baycaps and maybe someone else that I saw was using markers to try and emulate the hand over the mouth, which was an interesting take.
Right.
I mean, I have them both. I like them both. I probably just overall, as a colorway, prefer that kind of toasted peanut or whatever that brown is on the other one.
Kind of more earthy.
Yeah.
Colorway. Yeah. But I think this is a strong dead stock week, man. Like for people who
Oh,
didn't really get it on the pre-orders, man, there's a lot of stuff you can get from here. So
yeah.
um yeah, I think Charged is super cool. I think that Sierra Gons, that kind of character from the folklore and um the past is real rad. I remember reading about it with the hand for the tail and stuff like
Yeah.
that back then. But and then the Ink Park always super professional, super cool. They had kind of a familiar silhouette in terms of like the Boston Red Sox double sock. Um, but yeah, moon boots.
Yeah, I mean, for such a clean logo and simple logo, I mean, it came out amazing.
Yeah,
A lot of room for Clink Room to kind of work their magic.
I saw some conspiracy spirit stuff the other day. Um, with the picture of the first step, Neil Armstrong's boot was like really rigid, but then when you looked at Neil Armstrong's boot, it's like a
There's
flat.
like slick on the bottom. Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, so might be too early in the day for conspiracy theories right now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's your dead stock drop. So moving forward, Clink. Oh wait, hold on, real quick. First thing I want to talk about is I picked up. You mentioned you picked up a bunch of the dead stock drop, but my lone one that's a ride is the Bloodbath. I just want to give a shout out to Casey and team for the embroidery job. Look at how Ray, like the wing comes out itself, and then the body is another layer, and then the outline is a flat layer. So it's just like I don't even know how you would even break this down and ask for embroidery to be done like this, but it's such a cool job that they did. Smooth red under, black hat, just a smooth all around everyday hat. I think like you could wear this during Halloween. It could be your Halloween hat, but then you could also just wear this at any point. So I think they did a great job on this hat.
Yeah, real fun.
All right, moving forward, they have a sale going on right now, so you have a couple hours left before they remove this series. This was one of the first fresh colorways. I remember, and this was one of the first like thematic ones where they took like one theme, applied the same colorway, and I thought this was a great pack of hats, like all Japanese. So now, take this for what it's worth. Do not quote me. They're saying collection removed. They're not saying sale removed. They're saying collection removed. 9/21. So to me, this means possibly they remove it and have it as like an in-store thing post sale. I've heard some rumblings that there's going to be some stuff for or at the store that might be more like local based, in store only, maybe some designs that you specifically have to make the pilgrimage out to San Diego. So to me, when they say collection removed, that's what I think. Now, take that with a grain of salt. They'll message me after if on Monday it's still on the website, like, hey, you lied. I don't know. That's just my speculation. So
Yeah, I was thinking that or mystery boxes just to kind of clear out space for the new colorways coming in.
that could work too. That could work too. That's probably more plausible than my theory, but I do expect them to have some stuff that's specific to the store, though.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the exclusives just to get the foot traffic there.
Right. So your theory is good, though. Your theory is probably better than mine. But either way, this is a great collection. I picked up 3 of these when they first came out. I'm a huge 40 fan, so I had to get the quick draws. I don't mind. I'm one that doesn't mind side patches at all. So they're all like this kind of teal color, black, almost like Florida Marlins, old school 1990s, mixed with Charlotte Hornets with the gold to me. And then this one, the Fencers. My original Fencers got lost in the mail, so I'll forever miss that hat. So if you do have the original one in size 8 or 778, hit me up. I'm sure we can work out a trade or something. And then Mechacon. This thing, man.
That's cool.
This thing is killer. So, yep, all 3 have the same side patch. I don't mind that. And then teal. So
that's one of the better side patches. That and probably the classics patch.
Yeah, people get upset. Like I'm not wearing an advertisement for the Clink Room. Well, the front is an advertisement for the Clink Room, man. Like, what are you talking about?
So is the back hit.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't understand the hate for side patches. I think they're cool, and it's extra work. Moving forward, last call. So the next 6 hats we're going to cover, their pre-order ends tonight at midnight Eastern. So you have a couple hours to jump in on these pre-orders before they disappear, and you have to pay extra in the dead stock drop. We got Drip, Scarlet Moon, Light the Way. Any thoughts on these?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of 3 different feels of a hat. The Drip is an interesting, almost has like a collage feel to it, like a digital collage. It'll be interesting to see how that one turns out with embroidery, but it's a green hat, so I took a risk on it.
Yeah.
And a little different for Raphael too, in terms of his style.
Yeah. It's like a geometric style almost.
Yeah. Scarlet Moon's interesting. I think that one's a glow in the dark as well to get the contrast for the Blood Moon. I want to say this is maybe the second or third time he's tried to get this one through. So congrats on that one. And then Light the Way. I love that like neon sign style that he's really kind of mastered. He's done that with a couple designs now. So that one should turn out amazing.
Yeah. Scarlet Moon was a testament to Seamus's like perseverance. I think it's like it went through, like you mentioned, like 3-4 iterations. Yeah, this one's real cool. And then once it glows in the dark, it will light up the moon like a skull. And then yeah, he continues to flex with his neon series. I think he does a great job with them. To me, it might be like a fish or two too heavy, but it's still, I'm not gonna argue with it. It adds like a different contrast or a color pop. It almost looks like a grouper or something. But this is the most cool one to me. Like those kind of like
the sucker.
Yeah, they clean the whales and they hitch a ride, and then Raphael just continues with his Big Cat series. Fortunately for us, this is kind of like in a different style. I think the original one was called Camo. I do like they changed the name because the Camo didn't really resonate with me. But I think there's one through a color change too. I want to say the other one looked more like a panther. This is more like a tiger. Either way, future iterations of this, you could easily change the colors and kind of have like a fresh look. But yeah, it's all 3 so far. I would say I do love animal hats, so these are all these all get the thumbs up for me.
Oh yeah.
And then we got Same as Lame, Lucky Devil, and Sakura Sunset. Any thoughts here?
I mean, Sakura Sunset was an instant cop just to complete the series.
Right.
Really enjoyed that one from Gemini. He's kind of worked with numerous artists now to get that design style across. And the other 2 are cool. I mean, a different way. Lucky Devil, a different way to kind of treat a neon sign.
Right. It doesn't have that afterglow.
Yeah. But still, I think it'll achieve. I think the lines are bold enough where it should embroider nice and kind of feel like a lit up sign.
Yeah.
And Same as Lame, kind of. It feels like a branded mascot I've seen before, but maybe it's just the style with the ribbon banner and that kind of that look. But yeah, I like them all.
Yeah. It's a smooth. Same as Lame is a smooth tattoo, like American traditional style. I like Lucky Devil a lot. That one passed through. Like it wasn't a part of Critz. It just went right to the shop. So that was a pleasant surprise when I saw it in the pre-order shop. Sakura Sunset is a cool piece. Like if you don't have any of the other ones, it's good enough to stand on its own, I think. Neil and Gemini did a great job with that one. And then, like you mentioned, if you're a collector of the series, this is an insta-cop. And I just like being able to collect little mini series and stuff like that. So Gemini started with Aurelian, I believe, on the first one, and then now he's shifted to 14.8, and I think that's real cool. It's real. So it'll be
Well, he did retro, I think, with his son too.
Yeah. And then they did like a version that didn't make it, or like one of the earlier versions as a 2.0 with the Reliant, which is
That's
really
right. Yep.
Yeah, so a strong series, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gemini and his series here,
Great logo.
Pura Sunset. All right, moving forward, we have a shock drop. So if you're watching this Sunday at noon, hopefully you are. You've already seen this. To Alec and I, this is kind of fresh. So, what's your initial thought on another Austin fresh colorway of this design?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I missed was the original cherry red, so this will be a kind of a good compromise, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like you're wearing Future California, right? The new
Yes, sir.
colorway.
Yeah.
I don't have that one in hand yet. It is on the way. It feels like a very similar colorway. I guess the side patch is done blue versus red.
Right.
But it feels like a very similar blue, similar color scheme.
Yeah. They got like a pink in it instead of a blue, so the side patch is pretty similar.
Yeah.
But theirs is pink, mine's blue. So maybe this was meant for like a drop that they like. Maybe it was a fresh colorway drop that they kind of split up into shock drops, possibly.
Yeah,
it is possible. But either way, coming to you as a shock drop.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like it. But no glow on this one, I guess, because it's all red, huh?
it's all red. It's all metallic red, so it's like that kind of like circuitry, or maybe it's like flat red with the metallic red circuits.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how many of these exist. These ones usually do well too.
There's
It's got to be 8,
6 or 7 of them, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be the 8th. Yeah, the 8th. This one's kind of different, and you can kind of hook them to the different characters in Pac-Man too, right? There's a bunch of different ones in this color, so that'd be pretty cool. And then one that you guys are getting an early look at, so this will drop later tonight, so it'll be 10% less shocking for everyone, but keep an eye on the Clink Room website. What are your thoughts on this hat?
That's interesting. Is that if that's a gold metallic? It almost looks like a.
It looks gold.
Like
I would guess it's gold. Wow. If not, like a bright yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks more like a yellow, because if I remember right, the one from the Ginjo drop was a gold wave.
Yeah.
It looks like a kind of different feel. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like kind of the earth tones for the tree, matching that in with the side patch. Great crown color.
Yeah. This is a smooth colorway.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that one. That's probably another one that's 6 or 7 iterations of that, right?
Right.
The colorways and
yeah, it's almost like a Mariners kind of like teal. So yeah, I think they did a good job on this one for sure. Yeah. All right. Moving forward, these next 20 hats we're going to cover are up for Monday Morning Critz. So make sure you guys vote early and often for the ones you want to make the shop. So starting off with Morrigan, Wynn and Jake Smith teamed up again. What are your thoughts?
Interesting. I'm not sure what the backstory kind of has, like a medieval feel to it. There was recently a Wynn hat that I got in that was a crow or some sort of bird that was really dark, and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I was really surprised. So it looks like he's kind of simplified some of those wing designs. Hopefully that'll embroider pretty well. I'd probably just want to know more about the story, kind of figure out what's behind this girl and what they're trying to tell.
Yeah, it's almost like a reverse version of the Space Between. Almost, it kind of has that same kind of composition to Seamus and Rusty.
Yeah.
I can't see Wynn stuff, but scanning Jake stuff, I don't see it as a submission, so we'll have to kind of just make up the story, I guess. But yeah, it's a lot going on. It's done well. Art's good. I worry a little bit about the size and the detail, but in terms of art, it's cool.
So it looks like it's flanked by her crows. The Morrigan embodies prophecy, power, and transformation. The daggers they carry cut through illusion, reminding us that every ending is the beginning of something new. She calls us to meet conflict with courage, to step into rebirth, and to claim sovereignty over our own story. Her presence speaks to resilience and the deep wisdom found. We embrace the unknown. Huh.
Interesting. So it's an actual character, or they just made it up?
Yeah, I don't know if this Morrigan is. I don't know where that's from.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting piece. All right, cool. Moving forward, number 20, Mahi Mahi. Raphael, what are your thoughts?
Nice. Oh, this is awesome. I mean, the colorway is awesome. The design's nice and clean, bold, should embroider really well. I don't know that the little flying fish are needed, but it's a kind of a nice touch. I could see those kind of embroidering flat and then having that fish really popping off of there. But yeah, overall, real nice piece.
Yeah, we haven't seen a cool flying fish since Catalina and Aaron Bird. I'm with you. I don't know how it relates or what they're doing there, but it is a cool feature. Kind of adds a little bit of a balance to it. You got the Mahi Mahi kind of jumping out of the water too. Kind of a little bit of an awkward pose, but are these fish known for jumping out of the water? Is that their thing? Do they hunt these?
I'm sure. I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. What does it?
But yeah, he's kind of doing like a jump twist at the same time.
Yeah. So they are top predators, carnivorous, small fish like mackerel, crustaceans, squid, juvenile tuna. They feed on surface-dwelling prey.
Okay. Well, maybe.
Cool. Let me see if they do they jump. They jump. Okay. They're known for spectacular jumps. Okay. The hell do we know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know they taste real good, so.
Yeah. Definitely like a cool colorway too, right? They got like this kind of, sometimes you see them in like a slime green. Sometimes they're more like this kind of tealy color. But yeah, they definitely are known for like the kind of blues and greens and stuff like that. Oh, they do eat. They do jump for these things. That's crazy. So yeah.
Oh, and there's one almost twisting too, so
Yeah.
Wow, those are pretty vibrant.
Yeah, these are insane. Oh, that's just because of the fish hook, but yeah, they're just jumping. Yeah. What a cool fish. I hear that.
Yeah. There you go.
That is cool as hell. All right, good job, Raphael. No arguments for me.
Very nice.
Shows what we know, right? Yeah, I like the colors you picked, vibrant. You could also recolor it with more of like a blue hue, with like more of like a slime green, which would be awesome too. Yeah, cool piece so far. Number 3, you've got the headless hooper, clipped in his back, with this kind of headless horseman as a basketball player, as opposed to a flaming jack-o'-lantern, which is an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It's kind of an interesting take on it. I like it.
Right.
It'd be funner if it was more of like a, I guess they're trying to do a basketball colorway, but if it was more of kind of that brown versus the orange.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like the leather of a basketball. And I don't know if it's just my eye having trouble, but it's like where his head is supposed to be coming off of his, I think, is that his cape or what's going on? it's just a little hard to tell exactly what's going on with the design kind of behind the horse.
Right.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, I mean, I think it's a cool concept. I think with a little bit of tweaks and it could be really stellar.
Yeah. Definitely a cool piece, and I always find it like a little bit funny to myself because he doesn't really like to use black in his design, so he'll
Oh.
use the darkest gray possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you're going this far, man, just use black. Just use black, Clifton, man. Don't be scared of black, man. I know it's a personal preference, it's like a design thing. He just doesn't like it, but to me, like when it comes out with this like super dark gray, it just kind of cheapens it. That's just to me, but you know.
You mean just like kind of feeling washed out or something?
Yeah. This just looks like it makes the fabric look like it's like either like been sitting on a dashboard too long, or sometimes it makes me think that they just made a mistake and trying to hide it with like a dark gray. But I mean, he likes using this dark gray, so I mean, designer's choice. But yeah, it's a smooth piece. I almost wish the head of the horse had a little bit more detail. You can kind of, and then just twist the perspective a little bit. So just kind of turn it so that like the bottom is a little bit more away from you, and then the horse head is more front and center a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely like you said, it's definitely a cool take on the Sleepy Hollow type character.
Has there been a headless horseman Clink hat?
Good question.
I'm trying to. For some reason, I think there is, but maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Good question. Let me see. Off rip, I don't think there was, but I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not. At least not one that's called headless.
Oh yeah, Jacobo did one. So he did one as the horseman.
Yeah. Okay.
The pumpkin was still on his head though, and his horse was kind of dead.
It's kind of like half a horse, just so you could get it all on there.
He did like a three-quarter horse. So damn, 2020. So it's been a minute. Oh, this is Chris's table. And Chris was one of the guys that won the trip. And this is Pierre's table. Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Is it bad? Is it weird that I could tell people's tables by their pictures? But yeah, I'll get back. But yeah, it's been a minute since I had one. This is a good design choice to do a three-quarter too. I was gonna suggest it for this one too, but yeah. Because you don't need this part of the horse, man, to be honest, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool piece though. Cool piece. All right. Number 4, we got the Gummy Rex. Seamus and Sawed Off teamed up for this one. I think they did the original one, Stegosaurus, I think. That one did not make it, I don't believe. The problem with that one is it's a cool piece to eat, but it's not to me it's not super exciting. Not like the T-Rex. I think this is more dynamic and a cooler character. I definitely do think they made it more detailed than the actual gummy itself, but no arguments for me. I think this is really cool.
Yeah, the lighting on it's really cool. It looks like it's like one of those multi-flavored gummies or something. Like it's got some orange and some cherry in it or something. Yeah, it's a cool concept. And then there was it Matt did a couple iterations of a gummy bear. So there's been a couple of gummies recently.
Well, he had one where it was like a gummy bear made out of different candies.
That's right. Yeah.
That was last week, I believe. He had the Smarties feet and like the Twizzler arms. It was like a really good piece. Yeah. I
think he already submitted a 2.0 version of that too.
Oh, he already made some changes.
All
right, hold on. I just exposed how many freaking icons is on my desktop. That's cool. All right, good job. Moving forward, we got the Strumming Bird, Ryan Simmons. Clink has had a good history of hummingbirds. So, just another iteration. So the Strumming Bird. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely it's lighter and a different feel than some of Ryan's other stuff recently, where he's trying to really play with light and dimension.
Right.
So this is kind of like a more cartoony take on what he would normally do. But yeah, it's fun. I think there could be some really fun embroidery with the way they do those wings,
Right.
with the layering and
Right.
the thickness of that.
I think the posture is a little stiff for me. Like he's just like really straight. I think I now we'd have to suspend belief a little bit. I don't think a hummingbird can only flap its wings on one side, but maybe just kind of extending the guitar and being held by this wing and then being strummed by this side would be kind of cool.
Sure.
But I don't think physically that they can do that. So
Yeah.
maybe that's part of it. But yeah, this is an interesting piece for sure. Colorway is real different with the different kind of teals, turquoises, aquas, and then that kind of like baby blue and kind of I don't even know how you describe this color. It's almost like a pukey yellow, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really, really interesting. And then you get the sound waves off of the wing flaps. But yeah, definitely a interesting piece for sure. I could see this as like a minor league like theme night hat too.
Definitely.
Number 6, we got Age of Heroes, Ice. Matt Bells and Whistles, Team Bill Flanagan. So it's got a saber-toothed tiger, prehistoric person. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this one's cool. I think there was a previous post where Flanagan was talking about he's working on a series with a couple different artists, kind of highlighting heroes. So this is an interesting. Looks like a woman battling a saber-toothed tiger out on the ice prairie, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good use of kind of chopping the design and making it work right without trying to show the whole cat or show the whole person.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's real nice, good execution. You can kind of see both artists and where they kind of had their touches on this one.
Right. I don't love the hands. I know hands are really tough to kind of draw. In terms of, go ahead.
The one on the right's a little weirder, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a bunch of, like it's a cylinder with a bunch of grooves in it or something, right?
Right. And in terms of the spear, she's kind of like body checking the guy. You want to poke him with the pointy end too, so you want to make sure. But I understand why it's there in terms of like composition, but you kind of got the point away from the danger there a little bit. But I feel like it could use maybe like in like a little ice swoosh or some type of something to kind of help you like break off the maybe
or some of those kind of the ice splashing that pointed in some of the other designs.
Yeah, or like a wispy wind or something, just to kind of give it a reason why it just ended here. But yeah, in terms of the art itself, this is drawn really nice. The claws are really cool. The person is interesting. The way that they kind of detailed the face is they made really good decisions, So in terms of
I
art,
like the lines and the simplicity of how they drew that the person.
Right. In terms of art, context, subject matter, I think they did a good job. I just think there's just small things you need to kind of fix within the piece, like the hands, and maybe give it some sort of movement or something here. And,
yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, and then just have her ready to really jab if that's what it is. See, like at first you thought they're friends almost. Like let's go ready.
Like they're running to go hunt together or something.
Yeah,
right?
Take out a mammoth or something. But then as you kind of look at it, it's like, are they enemies now? So okay, if they're enemies, then she should get ready to stab them. But yeah, it's a cool piece nonetheless. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Number 7, rest in peace. So
Wow.
he did his original. This is a 2.0. So his original one had like a Grim Reaper with the butterfly kind of touching his finger.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? So this is kind of like a part 2 to it. So what do you think of Milish's design?
This is amazing. I mean, just what has he got? 3 colors in there? 4 colors maybe, but it just looks like black and white.
Right. The lighting is excellent.
Yeah, I mean the lighting, the definition for how simple it is. This is definitely, if you have the first one, you got to get this one.
Right.
Is there glow on this? Does it show?
I believe the white is glow.
Sure.
So,
It would just make sense. I think the original.
yeah. So the the kind of sheen has glow, and then the silhouette of the butterflies. I'm trying to find the name of the first one. I think it was like a really cool name too. Man, there's so many Grim Reapers. It's not even showing up on the thing when I search Grim Reaper. Milos has 62 designs.
Oh, that's interesting. So the submission, it was. Oh, it's called Behold.
Behold. I was going to say Beloved, but
Yeah.
Behold. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see it here. Yeah, the first one's so good, man. This one's good enough that it stands on its own, but if you have the other one, you need to get this one, I feel like. Yeah. The other one's so good. The other one lands soon, November. So I can't wait to get my hands on it. Milos is just such a strong artist.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8, Do or Die. Sierra Gons, kind of leaning more into almost like his graffiti style here. What are your thoughts?
I could tell it was Sierra as soon as it flipped over.
All right.
I don't know if it's that stylized skull or just kind of the line weight and the design style, but it just says Sierra all over it. This is a cool one. Love it on a maroon hat. Kind of funky, like you're saying, like a graffiti style logo. This should embroider real nice.
Yeah. The bats are a little bit funky to me, but I understand as this like kind of graffiti style. I understand why he did that.
Yeah.
Like you said, the embroidery is set up to have success with there being like a lot of like chunky areas, like a lot of solid color areas. Yeah. All in all, I think this is one of those that maybe doesn't vote too well, but then once people see it in hand, they're gonna be like, "Yo, I need that hat."
Sure. I mean, maybe the one criticism would be the name of Do or Die. I mean, it'd be interesting if it had more of a baseball-y name to it, but
Right.
that's can probably get changed before it even goes to the shop anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Number 9, Neon Rider, Raphael. We've seen a couple neon designs go through. I like the little like health bar here. I think that's a cool, kind of like 80s video game Nintendo touch. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, real stylized. Feels very similar to that Las Vegas Devil one that we were just looking at that's on pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this one would probably benefit from that Seamus style of the kind of double glow.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I mean, it works. I think it's bold enough lines where it's going to look good once it's embroidered. I mean, one small thing I might have done that middle heart is that teal color and just done 3 different colors as the heart and kind of bring that into there.
Right. Or even a half heart could have been cool too. You just up a little bit. I like the use of the non-black here, kind of like call back to Clifton. I think this is a good use of it when it's on a solid black hat. Yeah, it would be interesting to see it with that kind of Seamus double glow too, just to see if it kind of boldens it a little bit. I feel like the lines are like 5% too thin, so maybe that's why adding the Seamus glow might work, or just thickening the lines just a couple stroke points. But yeah, I think it's a cool piece for sure. It does read a little bit flat to me.
Yep.
But it is a neon. It's made to emulate neon signs, so yeah, but cool piece for sure. Number 10, we got the Maniki Neko. So that kind of lucky cat, kind of done black. What are your thoughts here?
No, it's real fun. It instantly takes me back to those clocks.
I was gonna say it looks like a cuckoo clock.
Yeah. Or isn't there like a cat version of that that's kind of looks back
with the eyes?
The
eyes move. Yeah.
Has a similar feel to that. I assume the C is for Clink.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like this one. Interesting color scheme with the gray and the red and kind of that either goldish or kind of.
Yeah. Do you like a copper or metallic gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool.
But yeah, it's fun. should embroider well. I think it's interesting design.
Definitely a cool piece, familiar silhouette, familiar kind of context with the eye, the clock eye thing too. My eyes went directly to that. I almost wish he found like a cooler way to break it up, either if you do like the half body or even just go full body. You can kind of just do it in the shape of the clock because I think they had like a tail that wagged, right? I think that's kind of did it, but yeah, definitely good to see Edward kind of back and doing his thing. This one's real rad.
Yeah, no, I love his design style.
Moving forward, we got Diss Track. Dissing Yo Mama, Seamus the Skunk. What are your thoughts here?
This one's great. Really playing off of the embroidery and the look of what was that one with Aurelian? I think it just landed a couple months ago, unwound or rewound. The one with the tape and he's jamming and he's trying to rewind.
Yeah.
I think it's going to have a similar feel and look. The execution on that cassette is like spot on for embroidery.
Right.
I think this is going to have some good depth. And I mean, anyone's going to look at it and immediately have some sort of smart remark or know exactly what it is, right?
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I'm amazed by the kind of detail he was able to achieve with this kind of tape just sitting there. I would probably have added some type of Sharpie or something like drawing to the label, some type of like writing. Like you even write Diss Track 1, Volume 1, or even just some type of like not actual FU, but like, you know how people put like the at sign, pound sign, you know, whatever. Some type of swear word on it. I think it'd be like just add an extra layer to it. I do love how he played with the tape, man. Like there's just multiple browns in there. Anyone old enough to try to make a mixtape off the radio or even just like one of these cassette tapes and have to struggle with your tape getting eaten, you can so relate to that. Like that, just the way it flows, it's just perfect, man. And how some parts are darker than the others. Like I just think he nailed that part. Selfishly, maybe I just kind of wish some of it was just like kind of jagged and eaten up a little bit, you know, like it gets all caught up.
Like creased, like it was folded or something.
Yeah, crease and folding, and you have to wind it real tight to get it straightened out again. But yeah, I don't know if I love the colorway. It's like stone, crimson, and red, so maybe I'd play with that a little bit. But in terms of the art, man, I think he did a phenomenal job.
Oh
yeah,
great execution.
Yo mama. Number 12, Shot in a Beer, another Clifton kind of basketball influenced one. This time it's a beer, like a pint, just going for almost like a Jordan-esque layup or dunk silhouette. But what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, this one's fun. Great execution and design style for that logo. I'm just trying to think. A shot in a beer. I mean, I guess it kind of works. Be interesting. I mean, he's kind of going for a dunk in a beer, but but yeah, I mean, great logo.
Yeah, I don't think shot. I think he's going for like a dunk or a layup.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's fun one. It seems like there's a couple beer logos that have hit the shop recently, so there's a chance this one could do well.
Right. To me, just a small choice of having him look backwards is kind of confusing. Like if he's going to go for a shot, presumably you're looking to shoot this way. So you got to keep your eye on the basket as opposed to, this way. But yeah, it's definitely a cool piece. Don't know if I love it's kind of like Vegas gold or a chrome under.
Yeah.
Button.
Like trying to be the foam of the beer or something.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
at the top.
Rick's getting ready for basketball season. This is his second basketball one.
Yeah, he's totally in the basketball right now. Good job. Number 13, Domino. I believe this is a resubmit.
Yeah.
Recolor from Flanagan.
I thought it was Aurelian that helped him with this one.
Was it?
It was. He helped him with one of the iterations. I don't know if he helped him with this one or not.
Yeah.
But great dimension. Every version's gotten better. The depth on it and the way that the dominoes are kind of flying out at you is a really nice effect.
Yeah.
And then interesting color scheme. I kind of like it with that, either that chrome or the stone with the teal. Kind of like a nice Caribbean feel to it.
Oh yeah, this one definitely. I'm looking at it now. Aurelian did help with this one. So this one looks like to be a collab.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, continuity factors with these, I almost would prefer, since these ones are almost upside down, I almost would want this to have numbers, because usually you're just slamming them down, right?
Sure.
There's almost no reason for these to be upside down. This one should have some numbers on it because he's placing it. But yeah, cool piece. I think original was meant to be an alligator. I think this feels less like an alligator, more like a lizard. I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah, almost like a Cayman kind of feel to it.
Yeah. And then he's got like this kind of like Scotch glass. I forgot what those glasses are called, but funny enough, I actually did a collaboration with Aurelian a couple years ago. And it had a lot to do with like the French alcohol, because he's from the Bordeaux region of France.
Oh, the one you did with Cabologist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that scientist where he's looking through the glass.
Yeah.
I got that one. That was fun.
So we had to study a lot of like the different cup shapes, and yeah, he's from the Cognac Bordeaux region of France, so that's heavy. Cool. The some of the best wineries and alcohol producers because of the grapes and the soil and the air and the land. And of course, they'll tell you can only make them there. So cool piece, and good to see Aurelian back, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, we need him to be back more on the scene.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many pictures of glasses and stuff I looked at for that piece, and yeah, just a really fun artist to work with for sure. Number 14, we got Heroes, the Shaolin version. So okay, so some of the
There's Aurelian again.
Is Flanagan, and kind of unleashing his Hero series on people. So Shaolin.
Yeah, that's right. This was the other Hero one. This one is so cool. I think I remember in the original post, Flanagan kind of showed his initial design sketches or design concept of where he got here.
Mm-hmm.
And Aurelian just knocked this one out of the park. This one has the same feel as can't remember what it's called, but the one that's like a cartoon Kong, and he's like swinging at you, and it's
right
gray with like kind of a similar orange, red, yellow color scheme.
Was it called Fury? I think I want to say.
I'm blanking on the name, but I think that was Aurelian as well.
Right. Punch. I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's the Kong. Man. Aurelian. We'll find it. But yeah, it's cool to see kind of the direction they're taking with these. Dang, that's 4 pages of stuff.
Golden Kong.
Okay.
With Lane,
yeah, that's definitely a cool piece. Definitely cool to see him back too, and the kind of the art direction that Flanagan's taking with these guys. I would have preferred maybe the dragon have a little bit more detail, but sure. Understandably, it is made out of a fire, so I do understand that there is some simplification that's needed. So maybe some outlines would have helped it, maybe just to kind of really knock into detail. But really cool piece for sure, Shaolin.
I guess I didn't really notice it before. I guess the dragon is making an S shape like Shaolin, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're right.
Shaolin. And so that'd be an interesting, for the other one that Flanagan was doing with Matt, is this kind of swooping feel underneath. Kind of apply some of that feel or that look to that one. I think it was called Ice, or the one with the cougar that was, and we were suggesting kind of bringing something to kind of wrap underneath there.
Right.
You can almost do a similar design style with ice rather than fire here.
Right.
Kind of bring them all together.
For sure. Good suggestion. All right. Moving forward, we got the butterfly effect by the green one. Heather, what are your thoughts there?
Cool. Nice and simplified. Kind kind of a dark colorway, but it should look good once it's embroidered. I almost get a moth feel from it rather than a butterfly, but
Right.
I guess it can go either way.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember last year, Seamus and Rusty just kept trying to push through the butterfly effect ones, and they couldn't just quite crack the code. So this is an interesting take on it. I'm with you. Yeah, it feels like more like a moth than a butterfly. But yeah, just an interesting way to tell a story. Where I guess the theory is if like a butterfly flaps its wings somewhere, it can cause a tornado or
tsunami.
Some tsunami somewhere else.
Yeah.
Crazy. And interesting movie too, Austin Kutcher, 90s.
Yeah, that was one of those ones you watch, but you don't want to watch it a bunch of times.
Yeah, for sure. Number 16, Kongstenitis. Levi and Junker came through. I think this is like a version 3. They're trying to really push through this kind of like Kong coin era. Kind of gives me a little bit like a Planet of the Apes vibes too. Like if they're around for like Caesar and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely a smooth piece. What are your thoughts?
No, this is killer. Great execution. And we know it's going to turn out well. I think it was Full Count that did that original one. That was like a big coin.
A coin, yeah.
Yeah, that one it turned out so great. I'm happy I missed on that one, but this should have a very similar feel, but kind of more of a, I don't know, some of those reddish tones are going to be really nice in the final product for this one. It's almost like a tarnished gold coin or something. Yeah,
the thing with Full Counts, one where they're kind of like taking, like learning from it. Full Counts was just all solid gold. There was nothing.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so there's no contrast.
No show the contrast, so they're doing a good job where there's just different colors in it. I don't know if I love this kind of streak here, but I understand that they're kind of going for some kind of sheen, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely a cool piece for sure. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Number 17, Cafe Potente, potent coffee, I guess. Design with Jake. Did Jake change his name? Design with Jake. Okay.
I think it's always been with a Z, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was like Designs with Jake, but I think he blocked me anyway, so I won't be able to see it. But what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, this is a cool one. It's kind of like a coffee superhero.
Yeah.
Like he's summoning a spell or about to use his magic powers on someone and wake them up. I mean, this is definitely a cool design. Great logo. I'm not much of a coffee drinker, so it's kind of not in my wheelhouse. But
right.
I know a lot of the clinkers and a lot of artists are. So I'm sure it's going to do well.
Yeah, I can't pull up their profile. I'm probably blocked. But yeah, it's an interesting piece. I don't know if I love the yellow in it. Probably would have opted to do maybe like a blue or a red to kind of just pump the contrast a little bit more. Yeah, it's kind of like a Marvel superhero character, you know, like or a villain.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely an interesting piece. Number 18, Good versus Evil, Edge branding. I believe this is a second or third iteration of this kind of like crazy pinata thing.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I mean, wild color scheme in the logo, wild colorway on the hat. It's got some good motion on it. I mean, it looks almost like a pinata gone wild or something. Yeah. I can't even picture a pinata that would look like that, but it's almost like it's coming down to come and attack back or something, right?
Yeah, it's a pinata that's gonna attack you back. I feel like, yeah. Colorway's real rad, real different, kind of fuchsia, beetroot, and this kind of vice blue that Flanagan loves to use. But then they've incorporated like these kind of greens, yellows, and oranges. Yeah, smooth piece. I don't know if I love the blue eyelets, but it's definitely like a funky kind of hat. We've seen like a lot of Copa hats kind of colored in this kind of color palette too.
Yeah, it definitely has a Copa feel.
Number 19, Subi spam. Kind of like spam mail. You got spam mail. Sunlow Scott, what are your thoughts?
This is pretty funny. Funny play on words. I think the only, I mean, for how popular it is, I think the only other Masubi was the Masubi Smashers or Mashers
Mm-hmm.
we saw maybe a year or two ago.
Right.
I mean, it's a funny design, great concept. It looks maybe a little too simplified in certain areas.
Right.
We're not getting any rice texture or anything like that. It almost looks like an ice cream sandwich to some extent.
Right.
So if we get something to make it identical more as the Masubi, but otherwise it's interesting concept. I think it's got some legs.
Yeah. Yeah. Even like here too, you could have played with some of like the seaweed texture.
Yeah.
Here it's black. Maybe some scaling issues. Like he's got like massive bicep, but then like a really skinny hand. This hand is kind of just really skinny. Super big feet. So
yeah, really big feet for how small the hands are.
Yeah. So it's like it's a cool attempt, first attempt. I just think that there's some refining to do in terms of art, style, and stuff like that. Maybe add some textures, like you said, to the rice or even his shirt. Maybe even the piece itself. Could even have like a little drips of like grease or something. But yeah, it's a cool idea. Spam like double entendre between the luncheon meat and junk mail. No one loves junk mail. We're missing number 20. So at time of recording, we don't have the 20th entry. If we do get it before we finish recording, we will add it to the end. But moving forward, since you're here, I wanted to do the challenge of the week to be Pepper Week. So
nice, love it.
At the top, we got the Sauce Boss, kind of sauce salesman.
Yeah,
this kind of like baller pepper sauce guy, dealer. We got the Belle of the Ball.
All right.
Disney pun there for you. And then we got the Scotch bonnet. So piecing together, Scottish with the dude wearing a bonnet. So we got the Scotch bonnet.
Uh-huh.
I never knew the Scotch bonnet to be called Scotch bonnet. I always grew up thinking it was Jamaica hot pepper. So that's that piece down there.
Okay.
I know that's not really like a Scotch bonnet pepper shape, but you guys get the idea.
Well, there are some called Jamaica hot peppers that are different than Scotch bonnet. So there's more of like a generic. It's more of like their habanero is
right.
Jamaican hot pepper.
Yeah.
Scotch bonnet's more of like a specific taste and feel.
Okay, so it's good to have you here. So I grew up as a produce guy. My dad was a produce manager. My first job was produce clerk. So we would always, he would always make us wear gloves when we're packing these things. So they would come in like 10, 15-pound bags, like a burlap sack, and then we would have to pack them, tray them, and then wrap them.
Yep.
So we'd always have to wear gloves. Always make sure he's like, do not rub your eyes, mouth, or crotch after. Like, do not So those were kind of like the warning things.
I mean, really, anywhere with pores, you're gonna regret.
Right.
You rub your armpit or your wrong place on your face, yeah, you're gonna be feeling it the rest of the day.
Yeah. Okay. So Jamaican hot is more like a habanero, and then habanero is different than a Scotch bonnet. Okay. Good. Yeah. So to me, I thought we're doubling the peppers. I'm glad we didn't double the peppers. So
no, and those are kind of two way different approaches. One's like a Scottish versus a Jamaican.
Right.
You could take really, and then what that last one's like a pepper dragon.
Yeah, just like a dragon pepper kind of. I don't even know if there's an actual dragon pepper. I just thought it'd be cool to turn.
Me and Donnie got one right now, waiting for a shot that looks similar to that.
Oh, really?
Tasting dragon, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Well, maybe it'll get a shot next week. We've been hoping and hoping.
Yeah, but anyone can kind of jump in on the challenge. I'd love for you guys to try. And of course, full disclosure, these are all made by AI. I would never submit AI into the Clink Room and pretend it to be something I drew. So Pepper Week.
Awesome.
Excited to see everyone's entries.
Let me see some color too. I don't want to see all red peppers.
Right. Do some green ones, some yellow ones. Yeah, for sure. The reason why we're here is we get to debut this pack. So breaking news. For whatever reason, I thought you already had a pack, but I guess that's how long I knew you had a pack in the works for. So speak a little bit about the process, how hard it was to keep a secret, what it was like working with the Clink Room, how it felt that they tapped you on the shoulder.
It was an amazing experience. I probably, I worked with Taylor on this over a year ago. So when Holly originally reached out to me to have this, I'd only seen a couple packs done. There was none of the ones, I think it was your pack and Caffeine, and maybe the ones by June. And I'd heard about that they were going to be doing these collector packs, but I hadn't seen any yet.
Right.
So it was just an interesting opportunity. Still trying to be like, what do I get to do? What are my limitations? How wild can I get? And so it was great sitting down with Taylor. We chopped it up for a couple hours, played around with different colors, different designs. I mean, I think we started with more than this when we first sat down. Kind of landed on these 6. But great experience. Super fun. Taylor's amazing to work with. And just awesome. I can't be appreciative enough of being able to do
this. So I always ask this to the people who get like the chance to do the curator packs. Were these all designs that you owned and wanted a new colorway of, or were some of them ones that you missed and were like, damn, I didn't get the original, I missed it, so like let me try to make something for myself?
Mix and match. Throwing Heat, I have the original. Terror Bulls, I have the original. And I picked up Pain and Perch, but it wasn't a pre-order. I got that on eBay or something like
that. Right.
But Carolina Reaper was one of the ones. As soon as Holly reached out and was like, you get to do a pack, that was like at the top of the list. That one's always been in my mind. It's always on my church chart, just trying to find the OG.
Right.
So being able to color that one up and do it a little bit different was real fun.
I give you a lot of credit. Like these 6 designs, for whatever reason, I there's like a 5% chance I own Carolina Reaper. I don't remember. But that one is just such a good Ink Park piece. But the rest of them I don't have at all. So when I saw the list, I was like, damn, man, like you really pick stuff that I don't normally go for, or I don't normally get. But like seeing them here, like I would say that, yeah, I probably would get most of these ones in these colors. I'll show off the one I got, and then you have them in hand too. So
yeah,
I
think I know which one you got, right?
Maybe
you sneak peeked it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you saw it flash. So you were the only one, like when I flashed it on the screen.
Yeah, I was like,
that knew what I got. But you guys did a great job in kind of like keeping the monochromatic purples in this. I mean, we've been like purple Kongs almost to death, right? But you guys did such a great job on this piece. With the different purples, and then the real magenta kind of sparkling grape kind of under visor. When I saw the designs, this one was the one I had to jump on. Seeing them here again, I could have easily jumped on the Kyle Burr there, the Orca, or even Ink Park's Pepper. I think what kept me away from Ink Park's one was I think I own the original. I just had to double check, but I'm getting a little nervous. But either way, this was my pick from their pack. So
yeah,
chef's kiss from me to you. Just a great hat. But yeah, you have them in here too. So let's take a look.
Yeah. Well, you just shared the purple one.
Yeah. What a
real nice embroidery on that one. It is so thick.
I think the original one was like a Nashville type colorway, kind of like a Predator.
Yeah, like navy, yellow trim.
Yeah. So kind of following the Nashville Predators silhouette and colorway.
Yeah, I really love kind of like the two-tone purple look on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the black rim, turned out really good.
I think Angel collapsed on that one, if I believe that's correct. But yeah, let's take a look at the other ones.
And I don't have any purple hats, so that was kind of a new one for me. And so this was an interesting one. I was trying to do something a little different with the painted perch. It was originally a front quarter panel, and was trying. The attempt was here to do a pinwheel.
Right.
And if you look at the original mock-up, it shows 3 different blues, and somehow we only got 2. So I don't know. There's times where I hit the light and they almost look like it's just 2 different shades of blue, and there's other times where I'm like, that's just the same blue. So it's kind of an interesting variation on a pinwheel. I don't know what this would be called, but so this was, I still really love this one. It just didn't turn out exactly as I had hoped.
Yeah, that being a pinwheel would have been super rad. I still do like the 2 colors in the front panel being different.
Yeah. So this is nice for, Blue Jays fans or anything like that. Also good for those tobacco road rivalries, Duke, Carolina. Wear a little bit of both. But yeah, really love that logo.
So sick. And I just did confirm Angel was the collaborator for the Berserker Kong. He's a long time collector out of California. So one of the first, to me, like one of the first new era influencers to exist. So check him out. Plazar 19, Angel de la Rosario the third.
Yeah, that one's different. I wanted to do a Kong, and that one kind of just has a totally different feel. And I've got so many of those stickers that I was like, I want to see it on a hat.
Yeah, using that color palette is so smart.
Yeah. All right, next one we got the Carolina Reapers, Ink Park.
Ooh.
Went with more of an orange pepper with a metallic red flame, so it's actually on fire versus smoking.
Right.
And then metallic in the sickles. And then with a nice, I think it's a cilantro green top, and then the midnight camo brim and buttons.
Yeah.
And the orange side and backwards.
Taylor loves the mono camo, midnight mono camo.
Yeah, well, and that was one I wanted to use it on one of them, and this just was, it was either going to be this or Terribles, and I think this one worked out great.
Yeah, great job.
Nice. Oddly enough, they're all two-tone, and 5 of them all have black rims. I don't know if that was coincidence. Or... so this is another fan favorite of mine. Love both these artists. Throwing Heat. Really love that original logo, and just wanted to kind of make it a little bit more wearable.
Right.
Because it was kind of on a neon infrared two-tone. So this is kind of going for like Salsa Verde vibes.
Yep.
We have a hot sauce called Good Gracious Green, so it has a nice kind of tie to that. So that nice. This is the one that's not a black brim, green brim, black ground. Got little touches of gold metallic in there, gold side hit, and gold back.
I love the hints of the lime green and the gold. Really gets it off.
Yeah. Now this is one Taylor and I played with for a while, trying to figure out what gradation of colors to kind of make it work, so it works in the bottle as well as like the flame in his hand.
Right.
Such a great one. All right. Then we got Aurelian Killer Zombies.
So good, dude. So good.
Kind of another one where it was loved the logo, wanted to make it a little bit more wearable. Right, that one was another one that was like purple and teal with kind of like bolt colors, where he's kind of like a toxic, where this is kind of going with more of how an orca should look, with him kind of just falling apart. Right, he's got some bile coming out in the red. So real gruesome, but awesome. And then on the stone crown, red under, and then the olive side and olive back.
Yeah, the original one had like that kind of like neon green. Yeah, and purple. Yeah, I love what you did to this one.
I mean, if I don't have the original, I'd wear it if I had it, but
right,
it's just not an everyday wear. Where this one, you could match it with so many different things.
Yeah, that's an early one too, 2021.
And there's another one where it's the layer and it's like the bones are deep down in here, and it's just, I don't know, the way they did this is amazing.
Yeah, real rad. Good job on that one. That's one I regret passing on. I might have to jump on it tomorrow.
All right, and then the last one, Bull City, Durham Bulls with the Terror Bulls. I originally wanted to kind of do a Durham Bulls colorway, but we were worried it might not go through.
Mhm.
We kind of went with the red crown, the Bulls on fire. The original one, he was kind of a red flame, and he was a gray bull, so it went with more of a natural look on the bull.
Right.
With some nice metallics on the horns and the face. And this one is sweet, nice chunky.
Yeah, it's got more of a Carolina Hurricane.
Yeah.
Either way. How far is Durham from where the Hurricanes play? Oh, they played Raleigh, right?
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then gray under, and then silver in the back.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it's just a little bit on the face that's metallic on that one. It's probably hard to see on the light, but
Yeah, I like how you
shine to it.
You generally, like, to me, like, you really changed the color, like the designs from what they originally were to completely different pieces.
Yeah.
There was a couple that I tried to do when I got the chance, and then there was just a couple that I was like, I'm keeping it the same. I just want it on a black hat. Like a lot of like the sham stuff. I was like, just give me this on a black hat. Like, I don't care what.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was interesting, kind of learning, I guess, the limitations, right? Like there were certain ones, like say on Carolina Reaper, when you're recoloring, when you pick a color, every color that was gray before then becomes red. So
Yeah.
where I was wanting to have this a different color than this red, and it was like you couldn't really pick and choose and break the design apart. So it was then once I understood that, it was going through the colors and trying to understand what would work.
Yeah.
What would have a good kind of finished feel.
Yeah. Yeah. In practical words, like you wish like one scythe could be green, one scythe could be red, but the way that they digitized it those pieces are tied together and totally messes up your idea. So yeah. And there's no way to know until you actually try. So that's the thing with it. But yeah,
the biggest thing for me was just kind of showcasing various artists that I like. Getting to kind of play with the palette, right? I tried to do each color each had a different color. I didn't necessarily do the whole color wheel, but I almost went that direction.
Right.
And it was just awesome. Just great to have my kind of fingerprints on some Clink Room hats. Yeah.
Super happy for you, man. We knew originally around the time of I knew originally around the time when I first kind of invited you on the show. So glad to get to spin the block and get you on again, because you've been a really positive impact on the community. I never hear you say a negative thing about anyone or about anything. So I just think sometimes the community needs a little bit more of that. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not actively an artist, but I'm from that community, so I kind of understand the encouragement that's needed. And you're kind of, even though you're in competition with each other, you're supposed to build each other up, right? And we're all in this together. And if one artist does better, it's going to help all of us do better. It's going to help Clink do better. It's going to help this whole community do better. So anything to see us succeed, I'm all for it.
Right. So rad, man. I can't wait. So VIPs, get your buying fingers and clickers ready. Monday, you get your first shot at it, and then general population Tuesday. Everyone working towards becoming VIP. But yeah, Alec, man. Again, super happy for you. It's not part 2, but part 1. Hopefully part 2 is coming soon.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
well, I appreciate you having me, man. It was awesome showcasing these. It was awesome getting in more into the back scenes of how the hats are made and kind of the unveiling of them all. So
right.
I'll be taking some more pictures and hopefully have a good post or two this coming week to kind of show them off. And yeah, it's been awesome.
Awesome. How can people connect with you?
No, I mean, the easiest way is Instagram. You can hit me up on DMs.
Right.
Big Red in NC.
Perfect. All right. So for Alec and Leon, we're out of here.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.
Eternal damnation. Eternal damnation.
You're at the end of the world as you know it, my dude. Time is up and you out of mood, so what will you do? It's the BP mercenaries not here to...
Brought to you by VFTV.